Hey everybody, coming back from the news. My name is Rex Perry, the host and creator of the show. If you just happen to stumble into our show, we talk business, politics, and economics. We try to educate the listener on different options when it comes to business, politics, and economics. And our next guest is Shawn. Shawn, give us your last name. Introduce yourself, please.
Hi, Rex. Shawn Hutchinson. I'm the training director for the Phoenix Electrical JATC apprenticeship program.
Now, you guys are a union shop, or is that how you guys call it? Or a union?
Yeah, we're a union-sponsored program. We also have around 60 sponsoring employers that employ our apprentices. So we're a labor management cooperative committee.
And are you connected to all 50 states?
There is 285 JATC training centers across the United States. There's three of them here in Arizona.
Fantastic. Okay, educate us. Tell us what this is about, because you're talking kind of an apprenticeship. Tell us how this works.
So an apprenticeship is a formal education, post-secondary education for anywhere from high school graduates through career changes and later in life decisions. It's geared toward preparing people with no experience in construction to become professionals at a particular trade. So our trade is the electrical trade. We train electricians to go into commercial and industrial settings, and they go to work at a full-time job, learning the trade under the direction of a journey level worker, the top level worker that we graduate to. And then they complement that with 4 years of formal college-credited education. That's part-time. They come in the evening or during the day, depending on their schedule. So they're learning about the science, and they're learning about the all of the theory behind what they do at work.
And the safety.
And the safety. Yeah, very.
Hey, guys.
For sure.
We're talking about electricity.
Yeah.
So this is something you really need to learn and be ready for and know what you're doing, especially on a commercial level. And some of these buildings, the building that we're in, think of the wiring that has gone. I've been involved. I don't want to show my age here, but I started years ago pulling wire for Brown and Root down at the mine in Baghdad, Arizona.
Baghdad, Arizona. In fact, we've got another big project happening there right now, actually, that journey level workers.
So there's constant need for this on an industrial level.
Oh, absolutely. This trade in particular, all the building trades are very growth centric right now. The electrical trade in particular, as we'll talk about, I'm sure, this afternoon, the electrical trade is one of the biggest growth areas just because of the premise of the work that we do.
Yeah. Okay. 4 years. How long does this program take?
This program is 4 years, the equivalent of 8,000 hours of on-the-job documented training. And then their classroom time is at 720 hours. So they get 720 hours over 4 years of classroom training where they come in and, again, they're learning lecture. They go through theory. They go through, the technology of the trade. But we also put the tools in their hands in a lab setting to show them some of the mechanics of the trade.
How it applies. How many of us have been in a class? And I don't fault this, but I had to take biology. I wish I became a doctor. Now my son is a scientist, meaning that he does lab testing for the hospital. So his biology classes really paid off. But if it's not your area, it's like, come on, guys. Political science. I love politics. What do you do with a political science degree when you could be learning a trade? And again, it's a 4 year, but there's some fees involved, but you get to work at the same time. Explain how that works.
Yeah, it is a college accredited program. There are fees involved, and they involve, being a part of the program. Those fees go toward books and your participation, some of the consumables that we go through for lab materials and whatnot, but there is a little bit of skin in the game for the apprentice to pay a monthly fee. It's relatively low. I think at the end of the apprenticeship, you're looking at about $8,000 over 4 years.
And you learn as you earn, and you earn as you learn. So that's important. So they're actually getting on job, and they're getting paid.
Absolutely.
On job, and they get paid pretty darn good. So again, my Brown and Root experience came back. I was on a mission for the Mormon Church in England, got back. It was the very first job I had, and they paid us really, really well. And this is a long time ago, folks, and they're still paying pretty good, right?
They are paying very well. Some of the starting wages are approaching the mid-20s, and I could tell you some of the third and fourth year apprentices in the program are actually being they're making more than I am. So it doesn't seem right, but yeah, no, the wages are being paid right now because there's a labor shortage and because there's such a need for
demand.
Exactly.
If anybody's driving north and look to your left as you're heading out there, there's a giant facility built by a Taiwanese chip maker, and they need help, and they got positions. We got to do a break here. Contact information if people want to get involved, get information for their nephews or kids. How do they get a hold of you?
www.pejatc.org. Pejatc.org.
We're going to put that on our website too. 123bz.com. It's easy to remember. The number is 123bz.com. Stay tuned. We're going to be right back.